Just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one, and we are underway.
All right, Gibson, don't fumble it.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. Takes it to about the 37. These two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. Run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot. And it's third down.
Especially against man coverage. At that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Ready.
Now a first down carry for Harris. There to make the tackle, Dion Leonard. This defense for the Commanders, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Seven yards there at a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Okay, ready.
On second down. This is Harris. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on a guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle end up making the play.
This will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Throwing is Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they left the throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone.
I ain't going to win this game. You got to go for it.
Here we go. Set.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
A first carry for Rashad White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Throwing is Jackson. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. Here's Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Mixon with a first down carry. And some space here. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to the defense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point try good by Gano, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
He's right there on the spot. Forcing incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact and continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Brian Burns gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Taking on the midfield logo. 35 yards that time on the punt. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Nixon will try the right side.
Come on, I got ball loose.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
It's Mixon on the counter. And down inside the 15 he goes. 52 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Jackson. Now the ball comes loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember. Traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll just plow right
Wait
into
till you to
the
run forward.
Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. There's Wilson to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson.
Who are you throwing it to?
1:58 left to play.
Come on.
Till we hit halftime.
Man, he sailed
Suddenly
it.
it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Jackson. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Jackson now. Got him in. It's Brown. And they're going to be starting now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. Now Graham Gano, remember he beat the Giants with a 63-yarder back in 2018. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Gano's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get in the field goal range. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson.
Oh, come on, man.
Trying to dial up the long way out there.
Damn.
It'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At least if they can field goal.
I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And taken right at the 35. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
Yo, he ran right by my guy. Come on.
Situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Hollywood Marquise Brown. That's the
I even
first
backed
half
everybody up,
winding
right.
down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the gun on third down, Jackson.
Oh, there ain't no fucking way. Come on now. He ran into his own fucking guy.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets in
fuck out of here.
And we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He pickled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On third down, Mixon. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Jonnu Smithfield to extend their lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Come on.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this deep.
He'll buy some time right. Now he brings it in off the deflection. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
That's going to hurt come playoff time.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's
what up, Ike?
out of the gun. Here's Wilson.
Give me that.
Complete. That's Flynn. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Yeah, that's a big injury with playoffs coming.
Up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. A nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
To throw is Wilson.
Huh.
This is going to be intercepted. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he will
Beyond it, put it right.
back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Gano for the extra point. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Wilson getting right back to it after the pick 6. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
When they've needed a play this
Quit
year,
dancing around, asshole. You see the fucking score? I don't know where he went.
He's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far,
He's holding on to me, for fuck's sake.
And the Commanders are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right
What
about
the
that,
hell is
Brandon.
Madden
This
talking
defense,
about?
They haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Did he just fucking big hit and bounce off of him?
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second and 1, Jackson.
There ain't nobody on that side of the field.
Touchdown, Washington.
That was probably me. I fucked that one.
Great effort there. 34 yards. And the Commanders are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played.
Would it kill you to fucking block someone?
Continue on now here in this fourth quarter. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
What's wrong? How's it what? Oh, okay.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 4th and 4 coming up.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Tim Patrick, 44 yards. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is down to 24.
Can we do that too?
This one?
Yeah.
Oop.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide.
Fucking around, Lamar might get hurt.
But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And this one complete to Smith. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll run for it. This is White. Finding room at midfield. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute, because that's what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run with a full playbook no matter who's on the field.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account? Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things for this ball game, but it's self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully
what was his fever?
this type of situation again.
101?
Good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Wilson. He's got it to Gibson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Wilson will throw again. Throwing left sideline complete. It's Patrick. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Tim Patrick. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Washington, they do get that 10th win of the year as they finish up at 10-7 overall. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Giants,
I want them to change their names to anything besides the Commanders.
As they close
Literally
out
anything.
a 6-11 campaign. And this
We
is
could be called the Washington Dragon Ball Z fans. I don't care. Just make it something different.
What was the other one?